Good evening, everyone. It is November 12th, and I wanted to bring this article to you guys to basically show you this before I put it in a video, which I probably wouldn't do for another day or maybe the day after or so. Take a look at this. So, this guy ran around, Klaus Schwab, he ran around all of 2020, before then even, talking about the Great Reset. Now, he's talking about the Great Narrative. What is that? First of all, I mean, we all know what it is. Anyway, founder of World Economic Forum announces great narrative. You can see him up there talking or whatever, spitting out his evil rhetoric. The Davos-based World Economic Forum is kicking off its Great Narrative initiative with meeting in Dubai. It will be headlined by World Economic Forum Chair Klaus Schwab, the mastermind behind the Great Reset. Schwab will open the event on Thursday with the United Arab Emirates Minister of Cabinet Affairs Mohammed Abdullah Al Jurgawi, followed by 4 other UAE officials and a journalist discussing their vision of the Gulf state's future. Okay. According to the WEF, the Great Narrative Initiative is a collaborative effort of the world's leading thinkers in fashion longer-term perspectives and co-create a narrative that can help guide the creation of a more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable vision for our collective future. So basically, they're saying that they're putting it into overdrive to pretty much solidify world government. That's what I read here. And that's what you should read too, because that's what they just told you. The project is supposed to involve top thinkers from multiple disciplines, including futurists, scientists, and philosophers. It will result in a book to be published in January 2022. Oh, remember the last time they published a book? They're using it as a manifesto and as a roadmap, to kind of forward their agendas. I mean, most of us have this book. It's called The Great Reset, so we're going to have to get our hands on this one and see what this is about, and then maybe we can tell the next 1 or 2 years into the future, because they tell us straight up what they're doing. Schwab has a shot to global prominence during the C-19 situation, arguing for a more globalized response to problems ranging from viruses to climate change that he dubbed the Great Reset. And this is the famous quote from back then that we all kind of used as evidence to, show people that the Great Reset is a real thing. The pandemic represents a rare but narrow window of opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. The World Economic Forum has long believed in the value of narratives, publishing a guest post in 2015 arguing that, quote, in the battle for hearts and minds of human beings, narrative will consistently outperform data in its ability to influence human thinking and motivate human action. You know what this reminds me of? Cognitive warfare that we went over in a series of videos not that long ago. Are you kidding me? In here, he acknowledges that there is a battle for the hearts and minds of human beings. The battle that we all know has been taking place, but they deny. Well, here it is, and they're talking about, influencing and brainwashing people now out in the open. They never used to do this. They used to just deny. A good story is far more likely to lead to real change in policy and behavior than statistics or impact evaluations, argued the author of that article, economics professor at the University of San Francisco, Bruce Wittick. So, going back to this quote here, he is saying, I'll read it again, in the battle for hearts and minds of human beings, narrative will consistently outperform data in its ability to influence human thinking and motivate human action. So, come on, guys. This is literally in your face. They're brainwashing you in your face. And now they're telling you that they're brainwashing you in your face. And they're telling you that there's going to be a huge propaganda campaign for world government. And the same people are still behind it. And people look at this guy and they think that he's some savior of all the world's problems because he came up with this idea for a great reset and a more worldwide and more, resilient, sustainable way to go about doing things. If you hadn't noticed, we are knee-deep in the New World Order system right now. It just hasn't been fully solidified. Well, it has, but it just hasn't been fully implemented yet. Because we have to wait on the, transhuman aspect. Some would argue that that's already well in motion, which it is in motion, but not to where it's noticeable by the masses of people. But it will be. This is just out of control. This is literally out of control at this point in time. If we can't get through to people within the next year, I don't even know if we'll have that long. It is going to be a very, very, very dark time in human history. They're already talking about, like in the video last night, I showed you guys, they're already talking about using climate change and activating it within our communities, cities, towns. That's how they're going to force you off the land. That's how they're going to justify killing off swaths of the human population. That's how they're going to get their Georgia Guidestones. Because that's what they do. All this stuff and all this radical change to the society, then they're going to say that wasn't enough, like they always do. Right? Oh, that wasn't enough. We got to take some people out. Oh, that wasn't enough. And after they moved everybody off the land, after they've taken out the people they wanted to take out, they're still going to say that's not enough, and that you need to fully integrate yourself into the Internet of Bodies connected through the metaverse. It's going to be... This world is not for me anymore. It's just not. I can't do this. At some point in time, this system is going to clash with how I live my life on my day-to-day. And it is not going to be fun for me or for anybody else. This is where we are, guys. This was today. Or, no, the 10th. So Monday. Was it Monday? I think it might have been Monday. No, I forget what day it was. A great narrative. Come on. Next it'll be, the great government. The first of its kind, one world government that we've never thought of before until we had to respond to all these terrible disasters caused by you peons while we fly our private jets and take over the entire world and launch rockets and... Come on. This is about worldwide enslavement. It's not about anything else. Good night, and God bless you all.